Hi, my name is Haley. This is my second staff development plan on phonics instruction. So phonics, as defined by Birch, is the study of the relationship between graphemes and phonemes. What's important to know in this presentation is that phonemes are the sounds in our language and graphemes are how they are written. So phonics is important because students learn the connection between sounds and their written letter or letters, which builds students' literacy skills. And in English, we have 26 letters in the alphabet, 44 possible sounds, but around 250 graphemes to represent those sounds. We'll do an activity with this further into the presentation, but one example would be the sound f, represented by the letter F, PH, GH, and so on. So phonics instruction is the alphabetic principle, which is connecting letter sounds to their written letters and using patterns to read words. Phonics is not blending and decoding sounds, manipulating sounds, working with syllables, and so on, because that would be phonemic or phonological awareness, which we discussed in the previous staff development plan. And though these are three separate things, they do work hand in hand. So for the group activity, work with someone near you and take a couple of minutes to make a list of all the ways you can think to write the sound S. The sound S can be written 8 different ways in the English language. For example, if I have 2 S's, it's because it's at the end of a one-syllable word with a short vowel. Or you might see CE when it's before I, E, or Y, and because a word can't end in just C. So this is an example of how we have 250 different graphemes for all the sounds in the English language, which makes it particularly difficult for language learning students, which is why phonics instruction is so important. So for assessment, phonics should be assessed periodically throughout the school year, especially during grades 1 to 3. It's important to assess phonics at these grade levels because it guides instruction to teach their foundational skills of literacy. So an example of assessing phonics might look like what letter or letters might say the sound J. They could say J, they could say G, GE. How many sounds are in the word chant? Hopefully they would recognize that there are 4 sounds in the word chant. They would say ch, and, t, which is different from the 5 letters that we see. So for my district, we use the Foundations program to teach phonics to grades 1 through 3. The program is systematic and sequential, and it lays the foundation for reading, writing, and literacy skills. Also in my district, we work hard to keep the language learning students in the classroom during Foundations because it provides the foundation for literacy. Students mostly won't be pulled out for language services at this time because it's considered critical instruction for their development. When they are pulled out for language services, they're working on vocabulary, additional foundations work, sometimes non-academic language that they use also to be set up for success. So to close, I'll show you the exit survey. Over here, you'll do it with your grade level teams. 1 submission for each team is fine. Do you feel that phonics is practiced enough each day in your classroom? No, this would be neutral, and 5 would be yes. Do you feel you have necessary resources to instruct phonics? Why is phonics instruction important for our students? And how well do you feel language learning students are being supported through phonics at our school? And moving forward, we know phonics is explicitly instructed, but try to point out phonics in the wild when you see them with your students. For example, if I read the word miss, I might ask why there are 2 S's. So using these rules in phonics whenever we can will really drill in the importance for them. Thank you. These are the sources, and you can reach out to my email with any questions.